To create your own protective mask, you could use an old sheet, t-shirt, or even just a rectangle of fabric, a pair of sewing scissors, a needle and thread, as well as 2 elastic bands and a pen. You will find in the tutorial description a link to the PDF print-off with a pattern. It will enable you to cut out the parts of the mask for different sizes, starting from 3 years and upwards. Cut out the pattern to the desired size, then trace it over the fabric using a pen. Turn over the pattern and cut out the second part of the mask. Complete this operation twice to have 4 parts. 2 for inside the mask, 2 for the outside of the mask. Now, you need to put the first sewing lines to make the mask. Position the internal and external parts one on top of the other, the pattern sides facing one another. It is important that the pattern is visible at the end. You can now sew the central junction on the different sides. A simple stitch is enough. Use the needle and go into the fabric and come out on the other side. Move along several millimeters, then repeat the operation until you reach the end of the line. At this point, you create a loop and pass the needle through to create a knot. Do this movement again. You can now cut the thread. Once the 2 central parts have been sewn, turn over the internal part, then insert it into the external part of the mask. Using scissors, ensure that the internal part fits well within the external part. Turn the whole thing over to prepare your mask for the following operations. You must now sew the outside edge of the mask, except for one part, which will enable you to turn the mask to cover the sewing and have the pattern on the visible side. Be careful when you sew, so that the 2 parts are perfectly aligned. Once finished, turn the mask on the open side and push down on the edges to give the mask its final shape. Now, you have to sew the elastic bands into the mask. You can find all types of elastic bands or hair ties in shops. We recommend that you choose one with an adapted length so that it is neither too long nor too loose. Carefully position them flat on each side of the mask, then fold the tissue about 1 centimeter. To hold the fold, put a needle into one edge of the fold, then start the sewing from the other end. It will enable you to fix the band in place. Repeat the operation on the other side. You can now test your new mask. Operation completed.
Quelques recommandations pour l'utilisation du masque. Toujours le manipuler à l'aide des élastiques afin de ne pas contaminer le masque avec ses doigts. On estime la durée de protection de ces masques à environ 1 heure, ensuite il perd en efficacité. Mais c'est un masque réutilisable, il suffit de le mettre à la machine et de le laver à 60 degrés. Protégez-vous!